What up, kings? What up, queens? Ladies and gents, you already know what time it is. It's day 19. Man, overall, nothing too extraordinary today. You know, definitely outlasting the storm. That's what I'm gonna start with today. Because the shit ain't all sunshines and rainbows. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. You know, some days are boring as fuck. Other days are hard as fuck, and other days can be fucking like extravagant, like a revelation type of day, like yesterday. Overall, I think you just got to take them all and keep doing the baby steps, because when you're trying to reach that bigger goal, when you're trying to reach that bigger picture, there's a lot of baby steps involved. It's just like being like a boxer or something. Like you're doing the same repetitive stuff every single day. You're doing the same combos, the 1, 2, 3, uppercut, whatever. You're running through the same drills, but you're working on making it instinctive. And at this point, I think it's about building up the skills, building up the momentum. And momentum specifically, I mean, like, it's so easy to like start going downhill in terms of your habits, in terms of your momentum in life. It's so easy to fall backwards. Like you stumble and you just like fuck it, I'm just gonna chillax for today. Next day, you're sleeping in. Next day, after that, you're hitting some old exes up. And next thing you know, you're back to your old habits, you're back to your old ways, you're back to degrading yourself mentally, thinking bad about yourself. So like I said, it really is about momentum. Like you can fall backwards so easily, but just like the fall can be great, so is the climb. So is the climb. Doing that same repetitive stuff, doing the stuff you don't like, but it's got to be done. It's like you need to have something stable in your life. Like for example, like working out, you need to have something stable to hold you down mentally, stay mentally strong, mentally fit. And you need to do something on top of that every day, like something that scares you, something that takes you out of your comfort zone. Because that's the only way you're going to grow, really, It's the only way you're going to grow. So that was really it today. I think it's important not to let your guard down too, first of all, because I noticed this morning, mentally, well, just like we watch ourselves on our physical diet, we watch what we put in our body, we try to eat good, but sometimes, we start eating processed shit. Mentally, you can feed yourself shit too. And start thinking about those old thoughts, those old habitual thoughts, which eventually put you back in that same cycle. So I think it's very important that we're aware of everything we think of, just as much as we're intentional of everything we do. We don't just do things to do it. We do it with an intention. We do it with a purpose. So that says a lot about you. Ended up breaking up my fast too. I feel like I should have stayed it. I feel like I should have stayed in the fire with that. I don't know, I couldn't. But my body was screaming for some food. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My body was screaming. I broke the fast like around 4, and that put me like at 22 hours. I never actually made it to like 24 hours fasted. But you know what? I'm fucking positive that I'm gonna have another go at it during this whole journey. So yeah, man. And like I said, yeah, it is about building the skills up. It is about building little habits up daily, brick by brick, 1% every day, because I noticed today, man, like it's like everyone's walking around disconnected. Everyone's walking around with like, I don't even know what to call it. Maybe some type of anger in them. You know, I went to go get some coffee earlier, and I noticed people cutting each other off. No one's letting you inside of traffic. Like everyone's for themselves. You feel me? So I think it's really up to us to fucking overcome ourselves, so we can overcome the world. So we can start to like see people again. Everyone's on their phones, looking down, not looking after each other, not acknowledging each other. You know, you go to the store, people don't even like look at each other. We're just walking past each other. Even when like for example, I was at the self-checkout thing and I saw this younger lady helping the older guy out. And she went there and fixed up the whole machine for him, but like they didn't say a word to each other at all. Like, where's the humanity, you know? Where the fuck is it going, bro? Like, so I know that, you know, some of us in this culture, the men of this culture, the men and the women, we gotta stand firm. We gotta stand like a tree. We can't be like a leaf in the wind. And I think in this culture right now, especially, you know, it's like almost like they're out to take our attention. It's like we're almost like a dog. Like we can't even focus on one thing for a long enough period of time to see it through. Like, let alone seeing the goal through in your life and going until the end, whether it takes months or years. We can barely hold a thought for an hour, 30 minutes, 5 minutes. We could barely hold a thought. So how can we hold each other down, you know? It's sad, man, it's sad, but the process is gonna weed out the weak. And the journey is gonna make us strong. So, and that's a fact. Because even when I'm making the cold calls too, like, I made a ton of fucking phone calls today. But I just noticed a lot of people will pick up the phone with an attitude. A lot of people will just expect bad. They expect something negative. And it's like, shit. But you know what? You gotta be that light, because even during the phone calls, I was just making them laugh. You know, not sounding like a salesperson, obviously, because I don't go that way with it, but yeah, making them laugh, you know, being a light in their life, even though they don't know me. I'm just giving them a random phone call. You know, bringing that sunshine out of them, bringing that happiness out of them, man. I think that's what really matters. And yeah, that's the real wealth. We can help each other out, we can make each other, bring each other up, make each other see bigger. So that's the real reason I'm on this shit, man. To overcome myself, so I can overcome the world. Because there's so much more, man, to this. I don't care how repetitive it get, how hard this shit get. Just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. So, man, I don't really got too much today. Just, yeah. Outlast the storm. Don't let your guard down. Always stay in the middle, man. For example, Mayweather, I know he definitely talk a lot, you know, but he walked the walk. And at the same time, out of all that, he's really humble through it all. Even if he's facing exhibitions and he's facing people that don't really box like that, he never really puts them down. You feel me? He'll talk his shit, but he'll never like take someone for granted. Because life is like a fight, if you really think about it. Life is a lot like a fight. And just like Mike Tyson said, like, you live your life how you fight your fights. Or you fight your fights how you live your life, like, and vice versa. Because you know what? Fighting is a probability sport. Just like life is all about probabilities. Like, there is no bad and good if you really think about it. It's always a maybe. Because fortune can come out of misfortune. misfortune can come out of fortune too. You feel me? Like, and when it comes back to a fight, like, no matter how long you train, no matter if you train fucking 50 years, bro, and like you train all your life, you can fight a fucking YouTuber, you can fight someone that never even put the gloves on before, and all it takes is one lucky punch to put you out. Why? Because you just you let your guard down, man. And it's the same thing in life. Like, you let your guard down if you're not in the middle, because we're all in the middle at the end of the day. Some people think they're up here. Some people are low and out, and down here, depressed. But we're all in the middle, man. If there was no money, if there was no like status, nothing like this, we'd realize that a lot quicker. Maybe one day we will. But yeah, never let your guard down. Even on slow days, the days you're fed up, especially on those days, don't let your guard down. And especially on the days where you're euphoric, you're happy, everything's going good. Don't expect the worst, but just keep your guard up. Keep your guard up. Know that you're always susceptible. You're always open for a punch, man. So let's roll with the punches. Let's get it. Day 19, light work. Let's keep going, man. If you're on this journey, congrats to you. Fucking let me know. And yeah, stay up. Alright, yo.